Hello there, Andy York. We're going to look at some of the LifeColor weathering packs. This one in particular is Dirty Effect series for replicating leaking and stains in a modelling context. And in this pack that we've actually got three colours. A grease effect, which is the orange one there. We have a dirty grease effect, and finally an exhaust oil effect. We're going to use these on some other projects that we were working on with the wood weathering and rail weathering packs from LifeColor. These are a little bit different from the other matte acrylics in that they are metallic in appearance. So the first one that we're going to take is the grease effect. The next pot is the dirty grease effect pot, a brownish silver tone. And the last of the three pots is the exhaust oil effect, bit of a lighter silvery grey. So we're going to try these metallic shades onto this private owner wagon that we weathered in the rail weathering video. So the first one that I'm actually going to use is the grease effect. From this perspective, I'm considering an area where it may be rust plus sort of like a bit of a greasy area, and for that I'm going to look at the actual springs above the axle box. So a light wipe over the springs, and again just highlighting a little bit of detail on the axle box covers. So I certainly think with the grease effect, benefits from being used quite sparingly in this context. Certainly become useful in wider scrapyard scene or something, but within this as an operational wagon, I think that safely does it with the grease effect. So next, the dirty grease effect. They're going to use this just to put a metallic sheen over those parts of the wagon which would see regular lubrication. So very subtle effect. It depends obviously on the angle of the light picking it up. Got to be very, very sort of sparing with it. So again, take a little bit off the brush. So it's dry brushing it onto these used parts. Of the wagon. Useful but very, very subtle effects. Returning to the piece of track that we weathered in the wood weathering video, now we're using the exhaust oil effect. It's just to actually put a bit of a sheen onto that centre section of the track that we darken down to replicate some of the grease and oily dirt falling from any of the locos working their way over it. I'm just going to use some of that exhaust oil effect metallic sheen just to top off the top of the rail, so it's got evidence of sort of like some usage at some point in not too distant history. So having done that, hopefully if I angle it, that you might be able to pick up some reflection that there's been some traffic actually go over the tops of those rails. So that's pretty much it on the piece of track. Really been going to town on it just to demonstrate some of the effects that are possible with these paints, and along with the private owner wagon that we did earlier, just shows you can spend a bit of time enjoying yourself with these series of paints. Certainly sort of like brings quite a few things to the modeller's armoury.